Welcome back to UFOs above us. All right, today we're going to study another white orb that I captured both pictures and video up in the sky. And we'll start off with two pictures that I captured of it before I started videoing it. So here's the first one. And you can see it's down, there's some power lines in screen in front of it. You know, it's farther back than that, but before the clouds. So here's the second one. And we'll study these in depth after we look at the video, but the video is about a minute long, so let's go ahead and dive in. Now, as we look at this video, I'm going to share with everyone one thing. Before I took this video, I knew there was going to be an object in the sky before I went outside. And I'll go a step further than that. I was exhausted. This happened to be a day I was really tired, and I didn't want to go outside and video it this day. And so in my mind, I said, if there's not going to be at least a 1 minute long viewing of this orb, I'm not going to go video it. And then I knew that I would be capturing at least a minute worth of video. And that's exactly what I did. When I checked the timestamps on the pictures and the image, it was at least a minute long, which is unusual. Usually I see these things for 10 or 15 seconds. So you'll notice here, as it gets close to the power line, I kind of was manipulating the camera around a little bit. I do that because I don't want it to autofocus on the power line and then lose view of the object. So now it's below, in my perspective, it's below the power line, as you can see there. And I guess the question is, what is this thing? Certainly doesn't look like a bird or a plane or a satellite or the moon, anything like that. It's moving in kind of odd ways. So again, we'll look at the pictures and then we'll look at some blow-ups. That's the first image I captured of it. And then here's a couple blow-ups of it. In this image, when you blow it up, it looks like there's one large orb on the right and a smaller one on the left. And they kind of look like they're maybe at different angles. So there's the first one blown up, and you can see some dark areas off to the sides. And then this is the one that was really interesting. The second one, when you look at the original picture, it looked to me like there was maybe two orbs at the bottom and a bar across the top. But then when I zoomed in on it, it's pretty interesting. So here's the first zoom of it. And you can see those two bright areas in the bottom, but what looks like a square above them. And then it's going to get even more interesting when I really zoom in here. That square, if you look carefully at that square in this object, it almost looks like an image on that square white area. Now, what that image is, I'm going to leave up to your own interpretation. I will just say that I've spent a lot of time looking at this, as well as some individual frame captures from this image that I may share in the future. But for now, keep watching the sky, share your results. The answers we're looking for are out there.